stands. Red light blinking, gates spring open now, they're off and they're racing. He had to give London's Image a good kick coming out of the inside to try and hold a spot. Desert Whisper's got dazzling speed from Golden Vale as they settle down, and she got there so effortlessly. Desert Whisper settles a length and a half. Golden Vale, London's Image up third at the 800. Brazen Bid fourth from Maddie Girl, and back last of all is Clean 'em Up. And so as they settle down at the 700 mark, the leader is going along in cruise mode. Desert Whisper out by a length. Golden Vale back on the inside. London's Image, 3/4 Brazen Bid, who's going to follow the favourite Golden Vale. Then Maddie Girl nowhere to go to the inside, and about to peel off around them is Clean 'em Up as they approach the turn. And Desert Whisper given ahead, and she'd raced away from London's Image and Golden Vale. They balance up by the 275. Desert Whisper challenged by London's Image. Here's London's Image on the outside, ranging up, dashing to the lead. Golden Vale in pursuit. Clean 'em Up comes down the outside. London's Image, though, clears away from them late in the race, and London's Image makes it a winning return from Golden Vale. Brazen Bid, I thought, third, just in front of Clean 'em Up. They beat off Maddie Girl behind those, and also the tiring Desert Whisper, who wilted after leading to the turn to finish back the last of them in. Such a lovely filly, this London's Image, this season. She has stamped herself not only amongst the best, but certainly the toughest of the 3-year-old fillies that we've seen, many of them. She's rarely missed the Burgess Queen Stakes winner. She was beautifully placed today under the set weights and penalties by trainer Ryan Hill. And London's Image, one for the Pommy visitors to Ascot today. Gets home to score by Headwater from New Image for Miss R. Hill, ridden by Brad Parnham. She chased the speed of Desert Whisper. Golden Vale just couldn't quite hold up, but was coming again. And back there, Brazen Bid on the rails, just pipping Clean 'em Up out of third placing. The numbers are 2, 4, 1 and 5 in 104.29. 34.66 the concluding 600, a length and a quarter and a neck the margins. And so London's Image makes it win 4 now. She never gets missed. She's had a lot of racing, but she never ever lets anyone down there. 4 wins, 4 placings from 13 runs, always in the highest of grade. And after her Burgess Queen win placings in the Placid Arc, where she was something beaten, her effort in the Guineas, and then her runner-up effort in the Listea as well, all over ranging distances, she makes it a nice return to win this race this afternoon heading into the autumn. Second, Golden Vale by Churchill from Mags Nessick, trained by Simon Miller and ridden by Lucy Fiore. Ran favourite at the finish, and Brazen Bid, second run of the campaign by Brazen Bow out of Atomic Kitten. Joey has a party for trainer S.J. Miller. 2-4-1-5 after the running of race number 2. The third, the Magic Millions Plate, 1,200 metres coming next at 2:23. There are no changes. Let's go downstairs. Lockie Taylor, and about to join the winning trader in Ryan Hill, and makes a winning return. Beautifully placed by Boy Hill in this event this afternoon with a filly of her class.
Exactly right, Darren. Ryan Hill joins me now. Hilly, London's Image, it had been 49 days between runs, so she didn't have exactly a great deal of time off. What has the last 7 weeks looked like for your star filly?
Yeah, no, I think the girls were happy when she went to the paddock, so I stopped driving them all mad. But she went to the paddock for a month, and then we just had her at the beach. That's her first gallop today. So, and Brad as well. He's had 2 weeks off, so the pair of them will probably have a bit of a blow. But yeah, when she got in with that weight, that was why I sort of went that way. I had a nom for trials on Monday, but I sort of said to Brad, I said, I'm pretty keen to go this way, and it worked out well.
She's such a remarkable filly. We've seen her dominate races from out in front at 14, but equally as effective with a sit at 1,200 metres. What is her best trip?
I'm not sure, but her program's pretty straightforward now. She goes to the Breeders 1,200, Magic Millions 1,200, gets in well at the weights. And you know, Brad that's why he's a good rider, you know, like he knew that horse had speed, you don't panic, and then the way he gets her out nice and smooth on the bend, it's just, yeah, it's easy to watch.
Have you seen any physical or mental development out of her in the last 4 weeks?
Oh, she's a big, strong filly, you know, And the way she's bred, I mean, Bob Peters bred horse, they're tough, aren't they? So she'll go home, like even after that campaign I give her, I didn't miss her in November, you know, and every time she'd just eat everything. So that's why we didn't want to give her too long out, because when you're sort of racing in the breeders, Magic Millions, everyone else is going to have their horses spot on, so I didn't want to get left behind.
A remarkable filly, great training performance, well done.
Thank you.
There's Ryan Hill, and here's Bradley Parnham. Great to see him back in the winner's circle.
Thanks, Lockie. Catching up with Brad Parnham. Brad, that was a really tough win from this filly off a little freshen up. She did have to dig deep late, but she was able to fend them off nicely over the concluding stages.
Yeah, that's right. She sort of jumped. There was a good speed in the race, so, you know, I was keen to hold the box seat still, and we travelled well from that point. The leader actually kicked quite well just before straightening, so it gave me the opportunity to get out and into the clear, and we hit the front pretty easily, and then yeah, she just, as usual, she likes to lay out a little bit. I just had to correct her a couple of times, but I felt like if she was challenged, she sort of had enough in hand. So it was a good start to this prep, I suppose, and yeah, she'll have more races in store.
That was the first time you've ridden her in a race since a Class 1 win at Bunbury back in September. What noticeable improvements with her maturity has she made since you rode her on that occasion, given what she was able to achieve last campaign?
I just think she's matured a lot more, really physically anyway. She's still a little bit mentally. She does like to run off, but she's a tough horse, and yeah, I think we saw that over the summer. Unfortunately, I always had one in her races and I never got back on her, but I'm glad to be back on her now, and yeah, hopefully I can get a good win on her.
First horse you've ridden since Perth Cup Day. How was a little freshen up?
Oh, it was a nice way to blow the cobwebs out. At least I didn't have to work too hard, but no, I'm still feeling good. Only, yeah, had just less than 3 weeks off, so I haven't lost too much fitness in that time, and feeling good.
Glad to see you enjoyed the break, Brad. Well done on the win.
Thank you.
There's Bradley Parnham combining with Ryan Hill and London's Image to make it a winning return in taking out the Liberties Insurance plate. On the other side, we'll be catching up with Strapper Extraordinaire in Julie Mitchell, and then we'll be back for the second at Esperance.